That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. If you first pop out, then you most likely to win. See, I'm a Raider with an attitude. Living in sin, I got a sword and a grin. This shit's protecting my race. These bitch ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode. And these fools ain't fucking man. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they take that L poison. I'ma call it like I see it. Watch me do as I please. Raider Nation, California, like the smoking them trees. And I'ma toast to my G's while I'm slapping these fleas. I don't fuck with cheese and charges while I'm crossing out seas. Raider Nation over everything, I make them believe. Before the game even starts, I'm already making them bleed. From the culture to the colors, homies, this is my life. I let the whole world know this.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will. And after Raider Nation has just gone in there to Kingdom Country, or whatever the fuck they want to be called, and we stole their win like the Grinch, and get in there, and we stole their presents. We go in there with the W. Guys, what a defensive battle. Hey, first of all, guys, let me introduce the crew. I am here with the Misfit Cartel, baby. I got my girl, Val from TBH Dallas. I got my boy, Tony B from TBH Spokane.
You know?
I got my boy, All-In Daniels from TBH Dallas.
What's up?
And, of course, the co-captain of this ship, hey, my main man, Matty B, the VP of TBH Western Colorado.
What up, fam?
Yo, family, what a game. We are sitting here. We were talking about it. Guys, defensive battle. We go in there. Yeah. It was a game for the ages. Where you sit there and you sat at the edge of your seat. You watched all 4 quarters of the game because Patty Mahomes was just getting his butt whooped all 4 quarters, guys. We had dogs all over the field. It was just an enjoyable game. Guys, fill me in. Let's start with Val. Val, go ahead, girl.
So let me just say that the game started about an hour before my kids were getting picked up from their dad, or their dad was going to pick them up. And I spent that last hour just yelling at the TV. I was so excited. I was just like, I don't know. It was great. I loved it. I loved every minute of this game. It was an actual game. Like, our defense, 100%. That's a lot of my credit goes to our defense. I mean, who else gets 2 touchdowns in 7 seconds?
Hey, hasn't been done in a long time.
Stepped up. My dad and my brother, both Titan fans, very devoted to them, were even like, are we watching the Raiders? Is this happening right now? Like, they were literally shocked, and they're like, what is going on? And I was just like so happy because I was like, yeah, it's like, it was shocking for sure, but it was a good game. I loved watching every minute of it.
Oh, that was awesome, girl. Yo, Matty B, what were your thoughts, my brother?
Oh, man, that was a fucking great game. Defense killed it, man. They came out there. They put it to them. They said, they stopped the magic trick. They stopped the magician. They said. And it was a great feeling. It was a good Christmas present. That's what I got all year.
Hey, yo, All-In, what's your thoughts, my brother?
1 sec, sorry. Man, defense, baby.
Yes,
Defense
sir.
wins championships. Defense wins games. I really thought it was going to take a special teams play to win that game. But defense, man. Jack Jones might be steal of the waiver wire.
You know what? Hey, Jack Jones, who? Jones, who? That's all I gotta say, baby, right now.
Hey, you called it, man. Coons has stepped up big.
Bro.
Big time.
3
5 sacks in 2 weeks.
Ooh, and 3 sacks in this game. Ooh,
Yeah.
bro.
Only person to sack Mahomes 3 times in a game, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Give him some credit, man.
Yo, you're not lying, brother. He balled out for us. Yo,
Facts.
Yes,
like
sir.
fine wine, baby. Yo, Tony B. I know you was messaging me all game, so hit me with it, baby.
Finally, a game that we maintained all the way through. Now, we've been always talking about sustaining, like, the intensity, getting the whole game. I'm like, they're playing. Like, from both sides of the ball, we was playing. They were in people's face. I mean, when he had that pick 6 and he looks back at Mahomes, I instantly went, you might not want to do that. But then they backed it up. I was like the announcer said, don't poke the bear. We poked that bear. We stomped on him and took. Dude, we was in his. Gosh, it was something else. I'll tell you what. I'm standing up. I'm screaming at the TV. Same thing at my house. No one around. My neighbors probably think I'm a crazy guy. I say, hey, Raiders are on. Shut your face. Let's go. Yeah.
Backyard.
Yo,
I watch the TV in the backyard, and I know my neighbors hear me. So they're like, "Oh, there's Raider Val," and I'm like, "Whatever."
Man.
yo,
They
you
know-
ain't lying, man.
Yo, I was yelling
Hey.
so loud. I think all my neighbors, like, I ruined their Christmas videos.
And for that, here we go.
But tell you like this. Hey, I was at a family event. I said, okay, cool. My mom is watching me on the couch. And she's like, you look like you're having fucking convulsions right now. Like, I'm like, oh. Bro, and I'm going to tell you like this. I finally felt that we were in this game and we were in control. Like, our defense was out there regulating, bro. Just regulating Patty Mahomes.
Yep.
I mean, hey, when's the last time you ever seen Patty Mahomes besides the week with the referees where he started crying saying like, oh, like about the refs, where he's that frustrated. In the first quarter, I was like, we already got 3 sacks, 2 sacks. It was insane. It started from the first drive, guys. From the first drive.
Play, man.
It was
so nice.
defensive
Hey,
performance.
let's not forget Travis Kelce throwing his little temper tantrum on the sideline too, guys. Come on, give him
Oh,
credit.
And then got
Yeah.
chest bumped. He got flexed on by Andy Reid, like chest
Yeah, he
bumped
did.
him, like
No.
looked at him like
He
what are
probably
you gonna
went back
do?
to the room and beat Taylor Swift.
Yo, hey, I saw. Hey, the best things was when you see her emotions when the camera goes to her and she's like, and I'm like, yes, 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 one more time, baby, let's get it. Yo, guys,
Hey, for once, I felt like if we gave the ball back to Patty, the defense could hold their own.
Yeah, you ain't lying there, bro.
Because you always feel like, oh man, 2021 is a perfect example when we lost that game at home and gave them the ball back for like a minute and a half or whatever it was. I did not feel like, hey man, if we give them the ball, that's a bad move at all on Monday.
I didn't think so either. I mean, like, hey,
Confidence in the defense.
we usually all watch the game together, man. And I mean, like, you've been in games where, hey, we're sitting here, we're yelling at each other. Right? And we're like, man, you feel like, yo, the pressure is out. We can't fucking do things. And it's like, oh, man, they're going to score. They're going to score. Yo, in this game, I was looking at it and I'm like watching the TV and I'm like, yo,
I mean,
we're going to eat that dude up.
I'm not hating on it, but I mean, our defense, look, I mean, that's the best I've seen them play all year, I think, honestly, to tell you the truth.
That's the best they've played in
I mean,
the last 10
Our
years.
offense not being able to throw a pass and complete a pass after the first quarter and still win a game tells you a lot about how far our defense has come.
Yeah. And I mean, like, just think about it. Guys, when's the last time you guys ever heard of a team winning with only completing 9 passes
For 62 yards.
for 62 yards and they stopped completing passes in the first quarter?
Right.
Insane, right? So Guys, let's talk about a little bit about our defense. All right? So, hey, here's some things that I picked up that we saw, okay? First of all, first quarter. Never seen the Chiefs get held to negative 18 yards total. I mean, insane. We scored 14 points, okay? We got Jack Jones, pick 6. 7 seconds later, Benile Nichols picks up that fumble, takes it to the house, like Val said. We got Coons, like All In said, hey, he woke up. He had 3 sacks. He had a ton of pressures. Adam Butler had another sack. I mean, the inside, bro, Spillane had 9 tackles. Hobbs had 9 tackles. Amik had 5 tackles. And I'm going to tell you like this. The leader of the Misfit Army out there, bro, only had to have 2 tackles all game. He created a ton of pressure. But Max Crosby, our leader, only had 2 tackles. That to me means, hey, every other single player on that field came to play on defense. Val, quick thoughts on defense, girl.
Huh?
How'd that defense make you feel?
It made me feel good because before the game started and as the game was starting, they were talking about how like they've been impressed with the defense the last game and the defense has really stepped up. And it really excited me because when was the last time like you really hear anybody talk really good, like impressed with us? I mean, with the changes and just kind of like our little, up and downs. But it just felt good. And I don't know, I had a feeling it would be a good game. And you know what? I think probably because Shisho Joe was there, you know, but
Hey, is he there? Is he there right now?
not next to me. In a minute he will be.
All right. Hey, when he comes in, I want you to ask him a quick question for us, okay? I want him or ask him this one. How quiet was that stadium when he left? And how good it felt to yell Raiders
You
in
know
that
what?
stadium as he left.
He
And
told
I would-
he told me, but I'll let him tell you because I mean, and I FaceTimed him after the game, like before I went to bed. Well, actually, twice. And both times, I feel like the only word he knew was Raiders.
I
Raiders.
saw his live. Raiders, Raiders,
So,
Raiders, Raiders.
but their defense, I mean, they really held up their end. They pushed. They fought hard, and it was nice.
Man, hey, Tony B, thoughts on our defense?
It's almost like it's breathtaking because like it's finally got to a spot where I felt comfortable with them not having, like with them on defense being out there and going, we'll be okay. Like even though Patrick Mahomes comes back, all these times he makes all these miraculous comebacks, there was confidence that it ain't gonna happen today. The Raider Nation deserves this Christmas present, and Santa Claus brought us our goodies on a silver platter. And I'll tell you what, that defense was just running around with like ruthless aggression. I'll tell you what, they were just out there just cracking. Like they played the whole time. They were hyped. They looked like, and man, it made me feel like when Marshawn was dancing on the sideline, like they just were playing with like they're just out there just doing their thing, and it was just I don't care who's watching. Here we go. We might be a little dirty, but guess what? You're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're absolutely correct. We were super physical, super aggressive, and the passion was just oozing out of their freaking, like, out of their mind. So, hey, All In. Give me your thoughts, baby, on that defense.
Hey, we set the tone first play of the game. I loved going on defense first. I love deferring the ball and getting it in the second half. But I love defense sets the tone, and they did that. They had Patty shook.
Oh,
And, like we said earlier, and like Tony just touched on, first time, and I can't tell you how long we didn't have to worry about the defense and giving the ball back to the other team.
no,
I
absolutely.
was just confident the whole game, man. They set the tone. Like AP said, they were violent. That's what defense is right there.
Kept them hand on them necks.
Yeah.
Oh, we were
And
relentless.
there was a
man.
few times I was like,
that was incredible.
oh, they're going to get us for a late hit. And they just let it go, man. They let us play.
Oh, no, absolutely, man. Hey, Matty B, baby. Thoughts on that D?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, I think that's the best I've seen them play all year as a solid defensive unit. They hurried to the quarterback. They got to him when they needed to. They kept him running the whole time. They disrupted passes. The pick six again. I think out of our last 5 touchdowns, 4 of them are defensive touchdowns. And they're the same. One's a defensive lineman and one's an interception by Jack Jones, and that's 2 times back-to-back games that's happened. So that's amazing. You would never expect that from our defense. From what we were at the beginning of this year and last year to compared to these last couple of weeks that AP's taken over and Patrick Graham doing what he's been doing up in the box. I mean, man. He's playing good with his team, and he's got it. Like I said, he's one of the cheapest defenses, and we're great out there right now. I'd be afraid to face this team in the playoffs.
Scary.
Well, right now, I'm telling you this. Go ahead, Oliver. Go ahead.
Miami don't want us.
Oh,
no,
bro,
we're pissed off now. We already lost to them once. We won't do it.
I'm going to tell you right now. I keep messaging everybody, and guys, we have a big chat that goes on crazy. Hey, we look like the 0-1 Ravens. Okay? I'm telling you, we are starting to look that scary, and Patrick Graham is painting some masterpieces out there. We got to sit there as Raider Nation and enjoy what our defense is doing to people. Okay? We are literally ripping out their hearts and taking it out of their bodies and just stomping on these offenses and giving it to them. Guys, Raider Nation needs to enjoy this. I have not seen this since the 2002 team that went to the Super Bowl. Okay?
Yep.
We need to sit back and realize that we are watching a master of his craft do something, and you got to give that man his props because at last year, everybody was calling for this man's head. And now, bro, we are firing on all cylinders, and we are getting scary. But all right, guys, let's move on. Hey, special teams. Guys, not a bad performance, not a great performance. My opinion, hey, I didn't like the fumble by DeAndre Carter. Kind of scared me. I'd like to see more ball security there. But Legler, hey, what can you say? Hey, we did get caught on that fake punt, but I'm going to tell you like this. That was a good one, fellas. So, hey.
Hey, he was covered, too. I mean, it was just a good play, man. I mean, you got to give it up when it
to the ball where only that guy could catch it, So it wasn't like he wasn't covered and was wide open. He had to slide for the ball.
Yeah, he made a hell of a catch.
It was a hell of a catch.
But
for sure.
That was definitely I'm going to tell you like this. I am impressed as well because we talked about it on the link or in our messages. Guys, Kansas City threw everything but the kitchen sink at us. I'd be like, I have never seen a team use so many trick plays to try to get momentum. Special teams, we made big stops. We did stuff like that. I'd be like, well, we'll get into that. Hey, Tony B, thoughts on special teams?
Even with the fake punt, and a little bit on the special teams, a little bit on the defense with the fumble return, it showed desperation. it showed that they knew what they were dealing with because there was something different about what was going on out there. It wasn't the normal, hey, we're just going to take it. Like, we stood up to Big Brother, you know what I'm saying? And we sat there and we're like, we threw hands back. And we were ready to go. We took those lumps, you know, and we were like, you know what? We're done. We're done playing. And it just showed, like, one lapse of judgment and a very, very good executed play. Like, the play was great. The fake punt, you know, they get it. Hats off. That was good stuff. But when special teams isn't like the focal point, that's good because that means everything else is shining and we don't need to rely. And we don't want to hear that, that we gave up that big punt return. I would like to get the punt return, but as long as special teams is quiet, I'm okay with that because that means the offense and defense is going better.
Yep. I mean, like, it's good. It was great, man. I mean, like, it's like you said, hey, there's a lot of little things that we can fix. We didn't do a bad job, but hey, we can improve. Oh, I see she's busy. Hey, so guys.
Hi.
Hey, Val. Hey, yeah, you can hear us. Hey, so Val, offense, right? We're still struggling a little bit, but I'm gonna ask you like this. I want you to tell me like this. How did you feel about our running backs, Zamir White?
Well, he was putting in the work. I am a little disappointed, like, with our offense. But I mean, I can't change it. I'm just really glad that our defense came through. But yeah, he did wonderful. I was excited. And I was just like, where's this guy been? I don't know.
We might find our 1-2 punch. We might find 1-2 punch. Don't know. But you're right. He did surprise me as well. He did a really good job, 143 yards from the line of scrimmage. Guys, hey, all in. Give me your thoughts on our offense, brother.
Yeah, man. Why did it take this many games for Zeus to get going? Where the hell has he been? You know, that's what we expected coming out of Georgia as a second-round pick, 2 years ago. Passing game, I ain't got no words. I don't really know what the hell's wrong with it. Aiden, man, I felt like AOC could have picked up some first downs with his legs, and he wasn't mobile in college. We can't expect him to be any kind of mobile now in the pros. He's not going to change that part of his game. Just got to get better next week.
Okay. Shoot. Tony B. Thoughts on O?
Thoughts on the offense is that I'm glad the defense was playing so well. The running game was good, and they said, where has he been? He's been behind the rightful starter. In Josh
He's
Jacobs.
had his chances, though, man, and when he's had his chances,
and whoever
he hasn't produced.
As whoever we get as the offensive coordinator can set up a good 1-2 offense, I can see him being very successful. I mean, he's a great running back, but I'm just hoping that they get some more.
Go ahead, Val.
I have a special guest.
All right, let's have him cut in real quick.
I'll plug it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, SSJ.
Raiders, bitch.
What's up, brother?
Yes, sir.
Raiders.
God, dude, I can't do it, brother.
Hey, so
Do it, bro.
we were talking with Val, brother. You were at the game. You saw it live.
Got the dub on my back.
How was the juice? How was the juice in the stadium, brother? What was the environment like?
Harsh. At the
It's
start.
It's always harsh in KC.
At the start, but them bitches are soft, bro.
Oh,
They soften up.
Soft as baby poop.
Shit show got a hold of them, bro. They softened up.
so
After we started winning, game over.
Hey, they showed a couple aerial shots too, and it looked fucking pretty empty, especially in the upper sections.
There's definitely a lot of black in the stadium.
Like the majority of the fourth quarter, they were funneling out.
Shit, even early, like first, second quarter, it looked pretty empty. I was kind of surprised. On TV, at least.
So
bandwagon fans at the finest.
They soft.
Really?
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, I saw that they started like booing their own guys. They turned on their own team.
Mm-hmm.
How quick did that happen? When did you start hearing the boos inside the stadium towards their own guys?
Halfway through the fourth.
Halfway through the fourth, they're in the game, and they're booing their guys.
Hey, you could hear them booing at halftime on fucking TV.
Yeah, when they were going out to halftime.
They thought he said. Hey, so what was the best thing about the trip, SSJ, before we let you go? Because I know that you got to get your voice back. Besides getting the win.
Going to Walmart Christmas Eve and talking shit to the KC fans in there.
Hey,
we gotta make that a tradition. Everywhere we go, we gotta go to the Walmarts and start talking shit.
Go to the Walmarts.
Because they were talking crap, and it was like, the three of us were in there. We were getting beer, and we were getting some Sprite for Bandit. And, we told them the way it was. Raiders, bitch. We come. And they didn't believe it. Guess what happened? Big dub.
I saw you left Santa some cinnamon whiskey, and what else did you leave him out? We'll have to make sure to leave the same gift out for next year.
The Jack Daniels, the
Fireball and Bud Light.
Yeah, I got me a little some for Val and I. I had to taste test a little bit. It was some cinnamon.
No, it's apple pie.
Oh, apple pie moonshine.
Oh,
I've had that.
Oh,
that what liquor store? I was gonna say, if you got it at the liquor store, I've had that stuff.
No,
that's what KC Raider Nation gave you, right?
Oh, the homemade. Okay, all right.
That was the warm up before the game.
Oh man! Hey, so who took care of you out there, SSJ?
I got to give a shout out to Bandit, the DD.
Bandit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You heard it here, fellas. Our shout out to our boy Bandit for taking care of SSJ all over downtown KC. And Raider all over the place, baby.
That was a good time, man. Classic. 2 days, well worth it. 800 miles. No, it was about 1,200 miles. Well worth it in 2 days. Pouring rain all the way up there. Snowed on the way back. Well worth it.
You guys drive or fly?
I'd do it again. Thanksgiving last year with the Cowboys, and this year for Christmas with Kansas City. Nothing but like that. I loved it.
Well, hey, SSJ, we're talking about going to New Orleans next year, so we hope to see you there, my brother.
You already know. Let's go.
Sounds like everybody's going to New Orleans.
Yes, sir. Hey, I think we got to get the Raider train down there.
Hey,
last year all over again down there. It was a good fucking time.
I got a little bit of luck. This year. 2-0 this year.
Hey, we got to bring the lucky SSJ wherever we go, baby.
Oh, we'll party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, SSJ. Raiders, baby. We're going to let you go, brother.
All day. Raiders, bitch.
All right, guys, that was the man, the myth, the legend, SSJ. You guys got to follow him on his socials. He live streams a bunch of stuff. And if you know who he is, he'll always be flipping you off and telling you, Raiders, bitch, and fuck your team. FYT. Okay? Now, guys, let's get back to it. You know, we were talking about our offense. I think we were at Tony B. You already got done wrapping up?
Yeah, I was done with mine. I don't like.
Okay.
I mean, we started talking about the running game, but I think he's doing good. And if we get the right offensive coordinator, we can set up a very good 1-2 punch.
No, I agree with that.
So I mean, yeah, like I said last week, Zamir White, you know, they didn't score over 100 yards, you know, by themselves, but they showed up when they needed to, and he sealed it with those 2 last runs that we had, man, and that was awesome because they were expecting the Chiefs to get the ball back, and he said, "Fuck you," and you're not getting it back. So hats off to Zamir White, man, and he played a good game. Offense, on the other hand, the rest of the offense is just, I think we still need that quarterback. I think that's our biggest need right now. And I'm not hating on Aiden. I don't think he's a bad guy or anything, but still, it's either he needs a full off season and we build up our line to be able to play with his advantages. Because I mean, you can't win games not being able to complete a pass after only 1 quarter. So, I mean, we fix that and we get a decent. I mean, our play callers, like I said I don't think he's that good. He's got the same game plan every week. Every week is the same game plan if you look at it. And I think we upgrade that position, and I think we can actually do pretty good in this offense. Offensive line coach and a good offensive coordinator, and I think we can get back on track with our team.
Yeah, every offensive coach needs to be firing. If you're an offensive coach, you're gone.
Yeah.
Bring in a new one in every position.
Yep, keep everything that we have right now, minus the offensive coach, and I think an offensive line coach.
I'm talking all the offensive coaches. Line, backs, receivers, quarterback, shit can of all. We start fresh.
Right? But hey, I mean, what if there's an AP in there? You know what I mean? Like, what if there's a guy that's sitting back there, you know?
So, hey, guys. So, let me hit you guys with this, okay? I'm going to go back to this. On offense, you guys are right. We're struggling throwing the football. But I'm going to tell you guys like this. In this game, our offensive line was moving people up front. We were absolutely physical at the point of attack. I mean, like, if you guys saw some of the holes we created, we did a good job on that. That's why I think Zamir White had the ability to freaking run for 143 yards. A lot of people are going to say, hey, man, he got 63 of those yards in the fourth quarter. Guess what, baby? That's why the run game is invented. It's to seal the game in the fourth quarter so I could run the football, run the timeout, and I get that W. So I'm going to tell you like this. Hey, on that aspect, we did an absolutely perfect job, okay? We went out there, we established the run, we got physical, we punched that team in the mouth, we kept the ball out of Mahomes' hands. Raider Nation, you got to keep it real, okay? Now, okay, we did struggle throwing the football. He was 9 for 21 for 62 yards. But, guys, we also had a lot of drops. We had about 4 or 5 drops, guys, that were key.
For sure.
If you look at that, that would put him at 14-15. That would make him about 60% completion, you know.
He had a couple throws that weren't very good either.
Yeah, he had a couple bad ones.
He had some that if he would have just connected with them, they could have been touchdown throws. You know,
Yeah.
A couple of those Devontae Adams, man, he was wide open on some of those, and he just overthrew him.
And another key thing that I keep coming back to is,
behind him.
But he's not throwing turnovers right now. I mean, like in this game, that was crucial. Tell me, fellas.
Hey, can I say one thing though, man?
Okay.
Like, did you guys see Jimmy G on the sidelines. Can I say, man, I like that guy's like attitude, from being benched to watching him jump up and down the last couple of weeks on the sideline, cheering with his team and being there and going over there and congratulating guys. Like, hats off to Jimmy.
Oh, for sure. And he dealt with it last year too. But hell, give me fucking $25 million and I'll jump up and down on the sideline, slap you on the ass and tell you good fucking job.
Yeah, but most guys like that, if they get benched, they're wanting to be gone from another team. They want the trade.
Yeah, he's been through it before, man. He knows the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was that last year when he got benched. I mean, how long has he been facing that? Ever since they drafted Trey Lance.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much every year he's been in the NFL. I don't think he's completed but one whole full season.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like, he's been hurt a lot. But, I mean, it's kind of a unique, right? So now we're talking about, hey, guys, we see a lot of potential in our team. I mean, like, obviously, this game was an exciting game, a big game for Raider Nation. So, Val, can you give out a game ball? Who's your game ball going to go
to? Jones.
Jack Jones.
Jack Jones? Who? Jack Jones? Who? Game ball!
I was impressed that he was able to get another pick. And you should see me. I was yelling. I mean, my niece is 7 months old, staring at me like, this is why I don't like her. But she was like giving me that stare, and I'm jumping up and down. I'm like screaming. And then I'm just like, oh, you should see the last game. Oh, this is on repeat. Like, I was jumping. And, I mean, I didn't even know I could jump that high.
No, I got you. I was in the same boat. Yo, Tony B.
Man.
Game ball.
I give the game ball to the defense. Like, if I can cut it up and give it to anybody that stepped on the defensive side of the ball, I have absolutely no complaints from none of the positions. Even when they did make the mistakes, you're gonna make mistakes. It's hard to play a perfect game of football, but damn, I felt like it'd be hard for me to find something that I could really point out that I went, well, damn, like, here we go. Like, I was so at ease. The defense has to get it. Like, everybody in the defense gets it.
I got you. All right, all in.
Man, I'm gonna go Zeus, man.
Oh,
without his efforts, we may get the ball back to Patty.
No, absolutely, brother, absolutely. Patty B, game ball.
Oh man, I was waiting for somebody to say it, but nobody said it. Malcolm Coons, man.
Ooh.
That dude stepped up the last couple of weeks, man, and he has been playing lights out on that other end, man. And if it wasn't for him, I mean, I don't know if our defense plays as good as they've been playing.
Hey, Will,
no, facts.
Hey, Will, real quick. We were talking about Zeus. Someone brought up the running game gonna be the key to this win. Do you remember who that happened to be?
All of us?
If you go back and look, I said Josh Jacobs. You said that's the obvious one. I said Zeus gonna come through. Like, it's gonna be the running game.
Zeus, you did. I'm gonna give it to you.
I was thinking, I forgot because I thought up all the way up to the last minute was Josh Jacobs gonna be running, so I wasn't too worried about it.
I'll screenshot the message.
No, you can do it. Hey, so I got this. Hey, I am with Tony B. My game ball goes to the Misfit Cartel, baby. And that defensive line, that whole defensive squad was out there killing it. I mean, if it wasn't for them boys out there, hey, I don't know where we'd be right now, but I'm telling you right now, the Misfit Army, the Misfit Cartel, we are here, and we are loud, and we are making it happen on defense, baby. Straight up. So that's where my game ball goes to. All right, guys, let's move forward in our show. So, guys, let me ask Matty B. Let me start right here. Hey, did AP just win the job as the head coach of your Las Vegas Raiders?
Like I said last week and about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago as well, that if he wins against Kansas City, that's a big game, you know. And I mean, he came in, he made a statement game with the Chargers. He made the two games against the New York teams, you know. He's, and like I said, if he beats Kansas City, that's the biggest game we needed. And if we didn't beat Kansas City, our chances of making the playoffs or even sniffing the playoffs were slim to none. So yeah, I mean, in my book, he did it, and I think they're gonna play their hearts out the last 2 games, and I see it in their team. I think the offense steps up, and I think he makes those changes because every week he's made changes to everything that we have pretty much failed in the weeks before, you know. So in my book, yeah, I think he deserves the chance, and I think they should take it.
All in.
Yeah, for sure. You know, from the gate, I said he needed to hover 500 in my opinion to get the job. He had to go 4-5 or 5-4. Now he's got the potential to go 6-3 with a win in Kansas City. It's I'm not gonna lie though, I was after Minnesota and that performance coming off of 2 weeks, I was like, he ain't the one. You had 2 weeks and that's what we got.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think I'm gonna stick with it, man. I think with the record that he'll have at the end of this deal and that Kansas City win, he should be the coach, and that's who the players want, man. I don't think Mark's gonna risk a 2021 all over again where the players wanted Rich and he went with Josh.
Yep. Okay. Hey, Tony B.
I'd say he's got it. I mean, he won it with that win. That was a career saving win, if you will, or you know, for him in the Raiders organization, I say, because a 500, like he was just saying, Olin was saying about a 500 record would have been perfect to maintain. I want to see what he can do with the team, and now with a win like that, that's such a statement that, you know, got me out there with my, you know, just ordered a pair of black Air Force Ones. I'm ready to go. I'm on board. I'm gonna be rocking my stuff, so I'll be ready to go, and I'll be riding this thing all the way through. So he definitely got this. I think he'll be there, like he said too. Also, because you don't want a 2021 again. So
Yes, sir.
And
All
the
right.
biggest thing he's doing, man, is he created a culture. He created an identity. We have not had that in I can't. I mean, maybe since 2001, 2002, we haven't had that.
No, I agree with you 100%. 100%. Val, did AP just win the job being your head coach, the Las Vegas Raiders?
I think after this game, he definitely put a dent and an impression to Mark, showing him that he does have potential. I mean, because they the last 2 games they have played hard. They have enjoyed the game. They are playing for a coach they want to play for. You know, they're coming together. You see different players coming out now. I mean, I think we've got something here. So I
Absolutely.
think I'm hoping, and I think that Mark's gonna hold on to him. He'd be stupid not to, especially after this big win and how well our defense played. So
Yeah, I got you. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right here, okay? What are we waiting on? Right now, AP, you just sealed the deal. I'm going to tell you guys why. Guys, we've been looking for a coach, and on my resume right now, it says, I can beat the Chiefs. I can beat good teams. Guys, he took over the team after not having any trade deadline, okay? So after the trade deadline, he couldn't trade for anyone. He said, I'm going to vouch for Jack Jones. Who? Jack Jones? Who? I got you. That's what he said. I want that kid. I can control him. Now Val's going, Jack Jones who? Jack Jones who? 2 games in a row for pick 6 and a tutties, baby. He's starting to collect those up on a daily basis. Okay? He did that. He's the guy that vouched for that. Him and Champ Kelly, in my book, right now, have done all the right moves, have created a culture. Okay? It's just like All In said. Now, you can see what it is to be a Raider. Okay? When you see AP get up there and he said, I'm born to be a Raider, at first it hit me at my core. But now it's shaking me down to my boots, baby. Because I'm telling you right now, that dude got our dudes playing. Okay? Massive improvements across the board. We talked about it last podcast. Guys, I said Malcolm Coons, he's going to come on. Malcolm Coons now is in a freaking nightmare for offenses. Okay? We got guys all the way across the board that are playing for him. So in my book, okay, the Raiders are trailblazers. Okay? That's the Rooney Rule. We don't need the Rooney Rule. We're the Raiders. Just sign them.
It's not the Rooney Rule. It should be the Davis Rule.
It should be the Davis Rule because we're the first one to hire minorities.
It wasn't Art Rooney.
Yeah.
Just letting you know that.
But I'd be like, hey, let's figure out a way to bypass that. Get this dude signed. Give him some sort of stability. Give Champ a chance. They deserve this much. Okay? They're giving Raider Nation that much hope. AP, in my book, you got the job, baby. So, guys, now we are 7-8. So, we are in the thick of it. We're starting to move up. There's playoff hopes. We're at 12%, baby. So you're telling me we got a chance, right?
You guys, or did you guys see the post-game interview, like before he went off the field? It was so genuine. I was staring at the TV.
Oh yeah,
and,
after the game, yeah,
and it was so genuine, and you could see his feelings even before she pointed it out. You could see his emotions and how much this meant, and how happy he was, and just how proud. I think that's the thing that I noticed was, he's excited, happy, and just like, wow, like we won this game. But you could see that he was proud that we won this game, that the guys did it, and I love the emotion because he couldn't hide it.
Yeah.
He's holding it back, but I mean, it was very clear. And even before the game officially ended, you could still see the emotion. I mean, I was watching him every time they put the camera on him. I was just like observing him and his movements and his facial movements. And you could just see like this game just really, it did it for him. Like you could just tell he is all in to this team.
Yeah. And you know what? Another thing that caught my attention, guys, and I don't know if like Tony B saw this as well, or if anybody else saw this. Hey, at the end of the game, Max Crosby comes up to him and gives him a hug. All these players are coming up to AB and showing him love. Guys, the atmosphere is totally different. It's not like when we had Josh McDaniels.
Everybody's coming to work to have fun now. They're not coming to work for a job like they did with McDaniels. They're having fun. They're able to have freedom. They said it all game. If you listen to them, they were saying, the team was allowed freedom in this defense, and look at how they're playing. They're allowed to do what they want to their abilities, And that's what we needed. We need our guys to play like that. We can't have somebody telling you that don't play football how to play football. You know what I mean? You gotta let them play football. That's what they're doing right
No, absolutely. Guys,
Well,
we're gonna
said it best. He said, you know, he doesn't have to walk on eggshells coming to work anymore.
That's true.
Huge difference.
no, absolutely. And guys, hey, our boy Tony B has to jump off. You know, he has some things he has to catch up on. We thank you for your time, brother. We're
Hey,
gonna move on to the next segment, guys.
way to
ahead.
like just the whole game. I was so excited. Perfect Christmas gift. So
Yes, sir.
perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right, Danny fellas. See you guys later.
All right.
Later.
Tony.
Bye.
All right, guys. So now that we're moving on to the next segment, we started talking about, hey, we're starting to win, we're starting to move up. Okay, guys, what are your expectations if, like, we make it to the playoffs? You go, or if are we a playoff team? And if we're a playoff team, okay. First of all, let's say we sneak into the playoffs. I'm going to give you guys two scenarios, and I want your thoughts. Me and Val will be kind of poking questions to see where you guys are going to go with it, okay? But we're going to give you guys some scenarios here, okay? The first scenario is this. We make it to the playoffs this year, okay? If we make it to the playoffs this year, how far do you think we go? And what's your plan in the offseason on how to address our deficiencies, okay? Number two is we don't make it to the playoffs. And again, how do you plan on addressing our deficiencies in the offseason? Okay. So I'm gonna start with all in. Okay. All in. We make it to the playoffs. Okay. How far are we going? And what do you see happening in the offseason and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think we can win a wild card game. You know, we got to put up some points, though. But I think if we got in and we went to Miami, I think we got a legit shot at winning that game. As far as that, you know, I don't know where we go after that. But I think offensively, the offense is going to hurt us once we get in. We got to be able to score some points. And I think the plan off season is the same, whether you make the playoffs or you don't make the playoffs, right? We got the same needs. It's going to come down to, like I've said all along, who's the coach, who's the GM, and what are they willing to spend to get a quarterback and fill the other holes we have. We got a lot of cap space.
Okay, I'm going to simplify that for you. We got Champ and AP as your coach.
Okay. I think our draft position, say we still go 9-8 and we miss the playoffs or make the playoffs, we're going to be picking 16, 17, 18. It is going to cost a lot to get into that 2 or 3 spot to get the quarterback they want. I mean, we went over it earlier. I mean, last year the Panthers they swapped first round, right? They gave up the 61st pick in that draft. They gave up next year's first pick. They gave up a second in 2025, and they gave up DJ Moore. That's a lot of capital, man. So, picking there, like you said, it may be best going defensive tackle or a defensive player, best player on the board. Shit, when was the last time we did that?
Oh, absolutely.
And finding a guy that could get us through the next year, maybe 2, until we are in a better position to draft a guy. I'm all for building a team like John Lynch did, man. Start in the trenches, work your way out. Okay. You know, Jimmy G got them by. Shit, he got them to a Super Bowl. He's not an elite quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but he got them to a Super Bowl.
So for you, okay, like it's important to see where we're at, right? To see, hey, what's 100%. The best player available. Now, Matt, what's your thoughts if we got AP? Okay, we said if we make so he took the option of saying, "Hey, we made it to the playoffs," right? And he said, "Hey, he all in already said he thinks we can win, maybe one or two." Now I'm going to give you the option. We don't make the playoffs. Okay, if we don't make the playoffs, what? So if we don't make the playoffs, we're going to be what 13th? You said something like that, maybe 15th, right around there.
Well, it depends. I mean, it just depends on do we win the last. I mean, right now we're 13th.
Depends on who wins what games, and
even if we win, let's say we were to win out.
So 14 teams. Excuse me. 14 teams make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So we could be 16th. If we don't make the playoff, we could be as high as 16. Oh, I'm sorry, 18. 18. There's 32 teams.
As low as 13, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, okay, so say for instance we sit at 13, okay?
Okay.
And we don't make the playoffs. Okay, we lose out. We don't make the playoffs. I mean, if you want that quarterback, you're gonna have to pay the capital to move up to get that quarterback. Now, do we want to? If we say that we're a quarterback away, then I mean, you work out a deal and you go up and you move up to a certain spot to get that quarterback that you want. Now, if you think that you have other positions that you need to fix, I mean, my biggest concern right now is line. I think our offensive line, we need I think honestly, we need a right guard. We need a right tackle. Our center, he's all right. I think he can do, Andre James. I'm not dogging him or docking him on anything.
Parham has been better at center.
He's definitely a better run blocker as compared to a pass blocker. But I mean, as far as if I'm going into the off season, that's my biggest strength. Like you said, you build it from the trenches, and that's how you build an elite team. It doesn't matter if you have a good quarterback behind a good off. If you have a shitty quarterback behind a good offensive line, you will still succeed. You're still going to mix that unless you just got a really bad quarterback who has no accuracy and can't throw a fucking ball. But I mean, if you're looking at it that way, at pick 13, if we think we're a quarterback away, which I don't think we are, I think we have a lot of holes to fill in. And I think sitting at 13, I think we go best player on the board, and if we have an offensive lineman there, I think we go offensive lineman.
Yeah, you know what? So Matt brought something up really interesting, guys. So I have a little cheat sheet here that I have that I wrote down stuff. Okay, and either way, whether we make it into the playoffs or out of the playoffs, I'd be like in talking with everybody here in the group. I get messages from everyone during the game and stuff like that. I think we can all agree that on these top 5 things, okay? 1, the Raiders need to address the quarterback position in the offseason. We need to figure out who's going to be our guy, right? So I think you guys hit the nail on the head that we have to either look for one if it falls to us or the best guy available. Okay? 2, I put play caller. Okay? I feel like our OC, we need to define who it's going to be, whether it's Bo or whoever, and they have to pick their player. Okay? 3, I put O-line. Matt just said why, okay? And there's 3 players. Okay, so, yep, we got some emergency calls going on. That was phone, I'm just. But, all right, guys. So I said, hey, I put O-line. I put, we need to find out what we're going to do with Josh Jacobs, what we're going to have to do with Devontae Adams. And he just hit the nail on the head. He's like, we also have to figure out what we're doing with Andre James. So with all those players in play, I think it's a very, there's a lot to do. And I mean, I really feel like the top season, AP, if we give AP and Champ Kelly a chance, okay, they can address a lot of these issues.
And a lot of sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Go
you
ahead.
off,
No,
but,
go ahead.
like,
Go ahead.
But a lot of these they don't even have to address through the draft. And a lot of these players now, that they see AP and the way he is with these Raiders and the way they're playing for him, that's going to draw the free agencies or free agents. So when we get into free agency, we're going to have players, and I mean, they may be, they may not be the best of the best in some positions, but we can definitely upgrade because players are going to want to come play for that coach. Coaching.
You don't
Now,
need the best of the best. You don't have the cap for that, but
yeah,
you could.
But I mean,
you can get some dogs.
You still got ties, and there's players that have ties to Marvin Lewis. There's players that have ties to what's his name?
He got ties to Adam Gase. He got ties to like the New York coach that he had.
Adam Gase.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But what Matt's trying to say, Tom Coughlin,
there he is.
He got all these connections that guys want to come to play for the Raiders. Guys, I think Matt also just said, hey, the first thing he said is AP. Okay. So I think the first thing we need to address on the offseason is just like Colin said too. Sign the coach.
Well, I mean, I think he's got it in the bag, but we can't just go right now and say he's our coach.
Why?
Because we can't.
Why?
Because you want to get Doc
because it's the Raiders and because it's Mark Davis. That's why.
No, and not only they have to have 2 minority coaches no matter what that they have to interview outside of their office, and if they don't,
I thought it was just 1.
No, it's 2. You have to have two candidates that you have to interview outside of your office for a head coaching. You can't just that's what they say. Like with John Gruden, like remember when they were saying who John Gruden's going to come in? Well, they never did 2 coaching candidates. They were pissed off.
I thought it was always 1. I didn't know it was 2.
You got to do 2 minority coaches.
So I'm going to say it like this. Okay, I get that there's rules and this and that and all this. Okay, first of all, the Raiders are known for being trendsetters. Al Davis never gave a hoot about what the NFL said. He did what he wanted, what he thought was best for his organization. 2, who in the world is going to come and be like, dude, we're going to take away draft picks for you signing AP, a minority coach?
Roger Goodell.
No, I'd be like, look at it. Just look at it in the way that you're going to say, hey, the Rooney Rule was created so minority coaches get the opportunity.
But he is a minority coach.
He's a minority coach.
I get that, but that's not what the rules state. Yeah, I'm just saying, like that's just what that's the only.
When was the?
He can't be our head coach. That's the only thing holding us back right now. Otherwise, I
when
think
was the?
would have came out after the game and said he is my coach from here on out.
But I mean, like right now, I think Mark Davis is saying it to him. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Mark Davis is with his cigar and he's like, "What's up, Daddy? Yeah, you got the job.
You got the job.
You got the job."
And he can all day. He can all day. But he can't come out publicly and say, you got the job.
No, I got you. Go ahead, Ollie. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
When was the last time, or has there been an interim coach who had the interim tag dropped?
So this is what. So this is
league wide.
I don't know. Let me
look that up.
Let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna look that up, and we're gonna come back to that. Val, go ahead, girl. I heard you saying something.
All I said was "fuck the rules."
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but the rules cost you draft picks. You can't really
make it happen. Just find a way.
I know, but I mean, you got to give and take. I don't know. This is probably not smart, but I would give up a draft pick to keep him. Just to be like,
I think we're gonna keep
him. We need him, like,
But
that's not thinking strategy or really thinking about it.
So I don't know if you guys listen, but I listen to Hondo's podcast. Okay, Carpenter Hondo, who does he follows the Raiders and stuff. He said he spoke with 2 GMs. Okay, with 2 GMs that told him that there is a way for the Raiders to restructure the contracts of Champ Kelly and Antonio Pierce and make them the head coach of the Raiders.
So maybe that's what they're looking into. Maybe they're already.
And that's where I'm like, you know what? I would like to see, because honestly, like I said, that's the first thing we got to address. It's just if we somehow make AP and Champ the coach, people are going to come.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to come, guys. So,
Here, I've always said it was a 2-man race between AP and Harbaugh. And the Harbaugh thing still worries me because him and Mark are buddies. And I'll keep it real. I have zero faith that Mark makes the right decision ever.
Right. You know what, though? I'm there with you. I just like the moves that he has made recently. And I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, naming AP, that was the right move.
And I think he feels the way that he did with Rich Bisaccia, and he doesn't want to make the same mistake. And now that let's be real. AP hasn't galvanized the team. He's galvanized the fan base.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have to sell me on it, man. I'm on board.
No. I'm just telling. It's so amazing because
for sure.
Like, you see guys posting, like, when he goes Raiders inside, and dude.
So what I'm coming up with was the last coach to go from interim to the head coach would have been Romeo in 2011.
So
with the Browns, right?
I believe so. I believe it was the Browns. I'm getting right now. And he was the
yeah, but no, you're right. But again, so there is the possibility. I think if there is the possibility, then we need to find it. And if not, we need to announce it as soon as possible. I mean, like, as soon as we get it out. But again, guys, we said, hey, AP is going to be the key. Now, we got the Colts game. All in. Give me your keys to victory on how the heck we're going to beat the Colts.
First thing, defense got to keep doing what they're doing. Right? Turnovers.
Definitely.
They got to get the Minshew. Offense has to find a way to put up some points.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. I'm not asking for 35 points, but you got to do better than 0.
No, absolutely. So, hey, what's your keys to victory, brother, against the Colts?
Colts? Keys to victory is going to be our offensive line. They need to step up, play better. I think, better quarterback play as well. Make sure, get your rhythm. Get in your rhythm. Like you did with the Chargers. Get in your rhythm like you did with the Giants and the Jets. Play smart football.
What's crazy is Bo went away from that play calling, that quick boom, boom, let's get Aiden in the rhythm. He went away from that in the Chiefs game.
Yep.
Yeah.
He seems to do that. If it works for a game, he fucking throws that game plan in the trash.
Yeah.
And goes to this.
And I think last week, I don't think we were going to beat them with the air game last week. I had that feeling that we weren't going to just throw the ball around on
being
them.
cold and
yeah. So I had a feeling it was going to be a run game. That's what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like our running backs doing most of the work for the teams.
But you can still build a rhythm. I mean, I think you can still get the guy in a rhythm. It's, quick passes, man. Just quick 3-step drop, boom.
Oh,
hit
for
the
sure.
tight end, hit the slot. Just get the guy a little bit of confidence. So if he does need to throw that ball downfield, and they 11 wasn't in the game hardly as much offensively this week.
Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
Like, why?
No,
Why?
absolutely.
Well, I think that's honestly, to tell you the truth, it goes back to like Aiden O'Connell, he didn't have the reps like in the offseason. He wasn't one of those receivers that we were looking at in the offseason. I think right now he's in more of a sub pack, where he's going to come in and take over for Jacoby Myers or Devontae Adams to kind of draw somebody off. It's not we're gonna take Jacoby Myers out or Devontae Adams out and replace him with Trey Tucker. We have
he did have those reps though. He played with all the second teamers, third teamers.
Well, yeah,
all offseason.
Third teamers, but I mean, did he get the quarterback play from all the other quarterbacks? I guess he did have the connections with Aiden O'Connell. I mean, you could say that, yeah.
So here's
Aiden took most of the preseason snaps.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Yep.
But here's the thing, okay, guys. Here's going to be my one thing. I looked at it and I said, offensively, we struggle because we go away from what's working. You sent me a message. We had Zeus working. He's pounding the rock. We're moving the chains. And then we start throwing the ball all over the field.
Yeah.
You can't do that, guys.
3 back-to-back.
With that one drive, we threw 3 straight passes.
Exactly. And it didn't work.
What the fuck?
To Devontae, the same player over and over and over. It's like we went right back to the McDaniels playbook.
So, again, when you do those things, in my book, you have to develop that. You learn that. Okay? As a coach, you have to make those mistakes. But if he's not learning from them, because this is 2 games we've seen them.
It happened multiple
He goes
games.
away from what's working. And then it's like, oh shit. Like he comes back to it. And it works. So I have no idea why the camera
How'd y'all get turned?
Yep. So, and we just froze up as well. So, guys, can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Hey, so, guys, we were talking about it. Keep going. Hey, that's why I think all those things we need to look at and say, hey, oh man, now I lost train of thought. What we were just talking about?
Hey, real quick, back to your
Go ahead.
with off-season moves we were talking.
Go ahead, brother.
AP when AP came on, he specifically said, when you have guys like Devontae and JJ, and he compared them to when the Raiders had Tim Brown and the running backs we did back in the day, Charlie Garner and those guys. You guys think he would move on from either of those guys?
Yeah. So I think, oh, dude, I think that's difficult.
I think the cap hit with Devontae is huge, man. I don't know that we could look at taking a almost $25 to $30 million cap hit for Devontae.
Yeah.
And a cap hit is not something you can have on a team like if you can't say, hey, you want him bad enough, you're going to have to eat the cap too, because that's not the way it works.
I
don't see the scenario being where Devontae's gone, because I think it's going to cost us a lot to ship him.
No, they can't hear you right now. Hold on. Hey, Bat's actually hooking up his the other camera, getting this thing paper. So, but here's the thing. I don't think that we can do that. I don't think we can move on from Devontae because the cap hit's too big. Plus, honestly, he's such a key player for us that we need him.
He wants to be here.
Yep.
Now, Josh is gonna. I mean, even though his yards have been there, he was he was third rushing just a few weeks ago until he got hurt.
And then
Josh is gonna have to give a discount, man. He can't come at that $12 million a year.
No, at 12 million, no way, bro. There's no way he's
Yeah.
going to come back at 12, but I do think he'll give us a hometown discount. I do think that he'll be like, hey, you know what? There's certain things that are going on that he can be like, yo, I'll cut you on this end, but make it performance based, you know?
Right.
Make
I
it so,
agree, yeah.
you know.
And I think a lot of it's going to depend on who the OC is, too.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%, man. I mean, like, it's all going to be like, hey, who's going to be there? Who's going to come back? Who's going to be my head coach? Who's going to be the guy in charge and make it happen? I think that matters a lot for,
It's huge.
you know,
Everything.
for him.
Everything.
So at the end of the day, like, I'm just like, yo, we got to figure that out. And it's like you said, hey, we could start there and then move on from wherever, or like, you know, wherever we got to go from there. But,
Right.
you know, if you look at it, man, the cap space is too big for this guy. Like, we can't. Oh, there we go. Hey, you guys see us?
So we got $50 million in cap space, right? Like, it'll be a little more than 50. We're going to have to eat some of that when we cut Jimmy G after
Yeah.
June 1st. I just don't see a way they move on from Devontae and that cap number.
No, I don't either, man, and that's why. Go ahead, man. You were talking about.
I don't think Jimmy G. I don't think Devontae's gonna move on this year. I think he wants to play for the Raiders. I don't think he's gonna
I
want
do
to.
too.
I don't think
do
it's
too.
one of those like if this would have been like, you know, maybe if McDaniels was still here and we were still playing like shit, I could definitely see him wanting.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, for sure. Josh is gone. He's gone.
If we didn't win any games after we fired McDaniels, no, I could see him wanting out, you know, and not wanting to rebuild.
Hey, I'll be honest. If McDaniels had not gotten fired and he was still the head coach heading into the next year, I could see everybody, Max, Devontae, JJ, everybody wants out.
Team. Yep.
Yep.
And that's what me and Will were talking about the other day. We talked about that the other day. Like even if we bring in Harbaugh, I think a lot of players are going to want to leave out, you know, and I don't think they're going to want to stay and relearn a whole new playbook after they already had to relearn one through the middle of the season. And I don't see it happening. I think Mark Davis needs to stick with AP in order to keep moving forward and keep the success going.
Well, regardless, they're going to have to learn a new playbook because the offense is going to be new.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, as far as if we were to bring in Harbaugh, who's to say he wouldn't get rid of the defensive coordinator? Who's to say he wouldn't get rid of all the other players, you know? And then that's kind of where I was getting at with that. Not necessarily just an offense, because I know we're going to have a new offensive coordinator. I think that's one of the biggest needs.
Yeah, because Bo is hot garbage.
Yeah, he's not very good. And I mean, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, you know, because at first, he was kind of thrown into the mix, kind of didn't know where he was at or what he was going to be doing, but he took over, and the first 2 games, he looked pretty good. You know, we came out with those 2 victories, and he looked like he was going to be doing something, but then it just kind of stalled out after that, you know, and we lost 2, and then we
got that New England mentality, man.
Yep, he's got that my way, you know, this is the only way.
And he's grown. I mean, he came from New England, so he's got the.
He came from Adam Gase, and then he went to New England.
Yeah, well, that explains everything.
He's an Adam Gase prodigy. He's the guy that Adam Gase took in under his.
Oh, it's like, get rid of him. He's like, we're done with that.
He's an Adam Gase prodigy. He went to New England.
He's a lost cause. Send that dude back to like high school or fucking pee-wee football.
Hey, man.
He's like, get that dude out of here. That dude is trash.
Adam Gase just has that look like you just want to slap the fuck out of that dude. Like, dude, why are you so stupid?
Remember that? You remember the Dolphins interview he had when they were like, talking to him? He's like,
the fuck he just say?
Talking to me?
Hey, I'll tell you like this, and Val will agree with me. He didn't look as stupid as Josh McDaniels in some of his interviews.
I got it.
I'm gonna tell you like this, right, Val? Like, she's like, yeah.
We should just make that a forbidden name, you know, kind of like number 2.
But bro, that dude is.
Well, I'm just like, man, and that's one of the cats AP brought into the building. Like, bro. And then we
Who?
came out and played like we did against Minnesota. I'm like, fuck, that's the Adam Gase curse.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But you know what? I'll be like, we're starting to turn it around. We got wins. I mean, like at the end of the day, we got the W's. I know our offense isn't there. I'm gonna tell you.
That's why I always said, man, if AP hovered, you know, he can't go 500 obviously because there's 9 games. But if he was 4-5 or 5-4 in a system that's not his offensively, players that aren't his,
Exactly. Give the man the job. That's what I'm saying. What are we waiting for? Bro, what is like Raider Nation is waiting on pins and needles right now for us to
I don't think they're waiting on pins and needles. I think everybody knows the answer. They can't say anything. It's just I don't think Mark Davis is gonna risk the fucking draft picks.
Bro,
I think we just need to get through these last 2. It needs to not be the focus right now. We need to get through the last 2 games, man. They need to win these last 2 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we win the last 2 games, fucking say it. You know, whatever. Go into the offseason with fucking this is my coach. You know,
I could see that, and I get see what you guys are saying too. I mean, like, wait till the end of the season, run through the right hoops, do it the right way, so that way there's no issue.
Yeah, then there's no bitching about this guy did that, this guy did that. No, we're gonna hold.
And he can say to AP, "Hey, the job is yours, but I got to do shit right."
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly what I think he's telling him on the side. I think that's exactly what he's telling him. Like, hey, it's your job. You just, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep playing the way you're playing. You're going in the right direction, and the fans love you. The team, players, everybody's vouching for you, and you got these guys rallying around every game so far. Even if you're not scoring points, you're still rallied up.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
And have a coach like to meet you in the locker room after a game. Stand there at the door and greet people as they're coming in and congratulating them on their wins and their victories. Like, when have you ever seen a coach do that?
Hey, that's way different.
Right.
And like that is almost collegiate like, but I'm telling you, the guys are responding in the locker room. They like.
Well, where did he come from? High school and college.
But you know what? He's also a player.
Exactly.
So he understands how to engage them. How to make them want to be there.
Right.
It sounds like you got a squirrel over there. How's that?
He goes squeak toy.
I thought that was Shit Show Joe trying to talk.
After all the screaming. All right, guys. Hey, let's move on to the next segment of our show. We're going to do the Pick'em Challenge. Hey, can you bring up this week's games?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how'd you do in last week's Pick'em Challenge, All-In?
13-4.
Oh, batting big.
I won
11-5. Okay. We can see what got happen this week. We'll catch up with the rest of the fellas after the break. Here, let's see.
Right.
Week 17.
Week 17, starting with Thursday, tomorrow night. Looks like we got Jets and the Browns at the Browns.
Who do you got, All-In?
Browns.
Now, pick one.
I'm gonna think maybe the glass will be half full. I'm gonna say maybe the Jets.
I am with Bow. Jets, Jets. We need this win. Let's go, Jets.
Yes, sir.
I'm a cheerleader.
Hey, whatever my team needs it to be, because we need these brownies to lose to get into the playoffs, baby. Hey, go ahead. That be you. Who do you got?
And I got New York in this one because I need them to lose. Just in case we don't win, I need the Browns to lose. So,
all right.
Well, there's no way if we don't win, we're done. We have to win out. That's one of the scenarios.
Yeah, we have to win out.
Okay, well,
so if we lose,
Browns gotta lose. Browns gotta lose.
Browns gotta lose 3. They can only lose 2.
That's what I saw. I think Browns gotta lose 3 or Browns. And that kind of puts us like, it all depends within the division and everything. Because it all depends with Chiefs, too.
I don't know that anybody's catching the Browns because.
Well, the Chiefs would take the 7th seed if we end up getting the division. they would take the 7th seed because they have a better record.
Right now, the Browns are the 5th seed.
Right now, they're the 5th seed, yeah. But so they'd be the 5th seed. But if the Browns were to lose out, even these last 2 games, they would still have a spot at number 7.
Yeah.
So because they have a 10-5 record right now, so
that fucking defense is just nasty.
Yep,
yeah.
I agree.
And they got mediocre quarterback. I mean, Joe Flacco's playing ball.
Bro, Joe Flacco ain't no sloucho.
Oh,
he ain't no sloucho right now. That dude is whipping it. Hey,
for sure.
So we got Saturday, December 30th. We got Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys.
Go ahead, Val.
Go ahead, Val.
Sorry. Lions. I can't stand the Cowboys.
Hey, I like it. I like it. Go ahead, all in.
Man, I like the Lions, but I think the Cowboys, they're back home. The Lions are riding high from winning the division. I think they slip up. Cowboys get them.
Ooh. Go ahead, Matt.
Fuck the Cowboys. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck the Cowboys.
And you know what? I'm actually going to go opposite of all in and say the Lions win it because they come in more confident and they don't overlook the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are overlooking the Lions. That's where I'm looking at it there. Okay.
All right. The Cowboys are dogs at home, though. That's another thing too, man. They ball at home.
Yep. I'd be like, a lot of teams ball at home, but I'm just telling you, I feel like that. I feel like everybody looks at the Lions and they're
that
like,
one game they don't ball at home, and you know what? It would be quiet. Me going into work, it'll be nice and quiet. I don't have to listen to them.
Yeah, I want Detroit to win, but I think Dallas gets it done.
All right.
Next game, we got Dolphins at the Ravens.
That's a game.
Go ahead, all in.
Give me the Ravens.
Val?
Ravens.
Matt?
All right, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going Miami in this game. I think Miami is fighting for the number 1 seed at the end of the year.
Wow. So I'm actually going to.
I think they can get it, can they?
They can. They're 11-5 right now, and Ravens are 12-3.
Yeah, they're all.
And then the Ravens got to play the.
Yeah, but the Ravens, even if the Ravens lose out, yeah, I guess they could. It could tie.
Yeah.
Well, the Dolphins can still get the number 1 seed. I was watching. They were saying something about it yesterday. So I think the Ravens have to lose out, and then the Lions would have to lose, and then they could take. Or not the Lions. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the NFC. Hold on. Let me see.
Niners?
No, because they're NFC.
That would have to be the Niners because they're NFC.
It's AFC. So Baltimore's 1, Miami's 2, and Kansas City is 3.
Yeah,
and
maybe it was
Jaguars are 4.
Maybe it was Kansas City. So if Kansas City loses out, the Ravens.
No, they said
Kansas City had to win. Kansas City had to win yesterday in order for that scenario to happen. So Kansas City lost.
Kansas City can't get the 1 at all.
They can't get the 1 at all. So it's between the Dolphins and the Ravens. And if the Dolphins win and the Ravens lose the last week, the Dolphins take the number 1 seed.
Okay.
So the Dolphins have to win out the last 2. The Ravens would have to lose their last 2.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh John Harbaugh, sorry. Ravens are winning that game.
So I'm with you guys. I like the Ravens, and I'm going to tell you right now, Lamar Jackson is the MVP of the league.
100%. And in my opinion, the way they came in and stomped San Francisco, they're the best team in the league.
Dude, hands down.
That defense is nutty.
Yep. So I'm taking the Ravens.
Hey, isn't it week 18, Ravens and Browns? That might be the game of the week next week.
Yeah.
So next we got Patriots at the Bills.
Now go ahead.
Pretty sure everybody's got this one.
Bills.
I don't think that needs to be said. Buffalo.
Yeah. Nothing.
Bills Mafia, baby.
No. Just picking the Bills.
They're going Bills.
Hey, Bills Mafia are some good people, though, man. We partied with them. There's some solid people up there.
Oh, that's good. Hey, we're going to have to make a trip up there one of these times.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a good damn time.
Yeah.
Me and Adrian will fucking go with you guys.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Chicago Bears.
Ooh.
That's the 7-8 Falcons against the 6-9 Bears.
Matt, you're up first.
Matt's up first. All right.
Where's that game at?
And you know what? I think I'm going to go with the Bears on this. I think I'm going to take the Bears on this game.
It's at the Bears.
It's at the Bear Stadium. It's in Chicago.
You know what? I'm going to do the same thing. It's an outdoor game. It's cold. And the Dirty Birds, they don't like to fly north, bro. Not during the winter. So, hey, Val, your turn, girl.
I'm agreeing with you.
She's like, the Bears don't like to get out that coop. Hey.
Bears don't like wintertime either, man. I'm just letting you know. Just those kind of bears. It's like polar bears.
Yo.
The Bears.
The Bears.
I think Fields too. He's on a league-wide tryout, so to speak.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I agree.
All right, everybody went Bears on that one, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans.
I'll root for the Titans.
She's like, I don't want to hear it at work. I got the Titans. Go ahead, all in.
Who's playing quarterback for Texas?
So that right now, I just heard this morning that Stroud was in concussion protocol the last 2 days. You got to make a full week of like certain.
Damn, he got fucked up.
So he's still on the protocol as of today. But we
need the Titans to win, so go Titans.
So I'm with you guys. I got Tennessee on this one.
And they almost beat them 2 weeks ago.
Let's tighten up. We're all together on this boat. I like shoot.
All right. Next up, baby, we got the Las Vegas Raiders against the fucking Indianapolis Colts.
Well, that's a given.
Go ahead, Val.
Raiders. Bitch.
All in.
Raiders, bitch.
Matty B.
Raiders, bitch.
Raiders, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Clean sweep. Fuck the Colts.
Yep.
Okay.
Where's Joe?
His voice is gone.
Who's next?
So we got the Carolina Panthers at Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a shitty game.
Yeah.
I know.
So, hey, Matt, go ahead.
I'll take this one, and I'll go with I'm going to take Jacksonville on this one.
I'm going to take Las Panteras in an upset against the Jags because I need the Jags to lose. Go ahead, all in.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jags.
Val?
Jags.
She says, Jags.
Bags.
All right.
Rams at Giants.
All in?
Rams.
Val?
Rams.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take an upset on this one. I'm going to go New York on this one. They played pretty good last week.
Hey, what happened at the end of that game that DeVito was not in?
I don't know. I was flipping back and forth between the Laker game and that game, and I switched back and Tyrod was
I
in,
think
so I don't know.
Vito was throwing interceptions, or you gotta fucking.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing very well.
I think he was because he wasn't playing very well. If not, it was because he had like a strain or something like that, and they pulled him.
Okay. So now we got Arizona and Philadelphia. Go ahead, Val.
Philadelphia.
All in.
Philly.
Matty B.
You know, I'd like to say the Cardinals because the Eagles are looking like they're not looking very good.
No, you never
No.
know.
They
But
don't, and the Cardinals have upset some teams this year.
they have done it. You know, so I mean, you know, the Philadelphia Eagles are fighting for that number 1 seed. So yeah, give me Philly. And I really want to go for the Cardinals.
Where's that game at?
It's
It's
Philly.
in Philly. So
That's the reason
Yeah.
why I'm going for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm gonna go Philly too. I just think Philly is the same thing. You're playing in the cold. You're playing outside. Arizona plays in a dome. They're inside. In the
Philly's
desert.
got 2 weeks to figure it out too. They went from the number 1 seed to the number 2.
Yep.
I mean, they got no shot of getting a first round bye. They got to figure this out.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So now we got Saints Bucks.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a good one.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Matty B.
This is a divisional game right here. This could be Saints lose. They ain't got a shot at even making the playoffs. I don't think.
Nope.
No, Saints lose. I mean, this is for the division.
This is for their division. So whoever wins this division is the one that's going into the playoffs.
Yeah, and right now it's a 2-way tie between Atlanta and Tampa.
Bucks in Atlanta, yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay on this one. I think they come in and I think they eliminate New Orleans.
So, hey, before I make my pick, I'm gonna drop a little fact for you. Okay. I'm gonna go with the quarterback that has the same stats that Russell Wilson just got benched, or he has better stats than this guy. All right. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield has the
Is balling.
Dude, he has the same stats as Russell Wilson, and the Broncos have just benched Russell Wilson.
Well, here's the thing: Baker makes a fraction of the money.
Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Go ahead, Val.
Hey, I wouldn't have been mad if we picked up Baker in the offseason over Jimmy.
Hey, I wouldn't have been mad either. But shoot, obviously our coach didn't have that in mind.
Hey, his swag kind of fits our locker room too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a free agent this year.
Whoa,
So
whoa.
you guys
He
know.
is.
Yeah. We'll have to look
He
at it.
is.
We do need some free agents in that quarterback room we got.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a starter though.
Oh, I agree. Yo, Val, go ahead, girl.
Bucks.
Bucks. All right. She got the Bucks. Let's go.
Yeah.
All in, you got Bucks too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we got San Francisco at the Commanders.
The Redskins.
The Reds. Okay. Yep.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Redskins.
Don't make me fly up there.
Yeah, right. It's
Okay.
not a white team.
Hey. San Fran. You got Matt.
Oh, I got San Fran.
All in.
Oh yeah, they're pissed off.
Val.
I feel bad for Washington.
Oh yeah, dude, they're about to get whooped. They're about to get whooped.
Yeah, I hate to be in the NFC right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Val.
I'm gonna say San Fran.
I'm gonna tell you like this: whoever the quarterback is there, woo, baby, Chase Young, he coming, baby. Make sure you got that injury check in the mail.
That's in Washington too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
hey,
he's coming home. He's gonna prove a point.
yeah.
I forgot
didn't
about
even
that
think
little.
about that. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Me
bro,
neither.
he's gonna eat them
Good
alive.
call. Yeah, he's gonna feast.
Either that or the Commanders come out with, like, just
No,
badass.
no.
You're right.
Hey, let's go. Steelers, Seahawks, all in.
Well, we need to. Well, the Steelers have already lost twice, so that's already helped us there.
You know what's funny though?
It's a pretty
Is
good game.
that game right there, the Steelers still have a chance in their division to like the same with us. If the Browns lose out and the Steelers win out, they can still win the division.
No, they can't because Baltimore is the division leader.
Oh yeah, Baltimore's a division. I forgot they're in their division. Yep, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm
Yeah.
dumb. Stupid. Cross that out. Don't put that in the video. I don't know my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
man, Seattle's fighting for a spot. I think Seattle
you got
wins.
Seattle all in? Val,
Yeah.
who do you got, girl?
The Squealers.
Shoot, we need the Squealers to lose, so I got the Sea Chickens.
Yeah.
Let's go, Sea Chickens.
Let's go. Caca.
So, that's just cacad. So we got the Sea Chickens 3-1. Let's go. All right, man. Hey, the next game we got is the Thunderbolts and the Donkos. That's the worst game of the week.
Yep.
But Val, go ahead, girl. Who do you got?
Ellen, you go first.
No, he
She
said
said-
Val.
No. Go ahead.
You need to get a Coach Prime button that ain't nobody care because goddamn, ain't nobody fucking care. Damn.
Everybody gets a win on that one, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. LA wasn't terrible against the Bills on Saturday night.
No.
I say that the Chargers get them.
All right. I'll go next. Yo. Just because I hate the Broncos, let's go Bolts. Let's go. And I mean, like, hey, that helps us.
Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
like I think the next team I hate would be the Broncos after the
Right by my
Chiefs.
head.
We need the Bolts to win.
Okay,
Mhm.
but don't do what you just did. That's just bad as.
I don't even know what that is. I thought that was like, isn't this an archery move? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Or
the
it
guy
was
holding
a,
out lightning bolt.
Or it was a special Heisman pose.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
Chargers Heisman pose. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Give it.
Damn it.
Oh
We're all
man.
going to hell.
No, it's all right. That was a Chargers joke.
Yeah.
Not even Jesus likes the Chargers. All right.
All right. So we got. Oh shit, man. Fuck both teams.
Bengals.
No, I still gotta pick mine.
Oh, wait.
Did you- I thought you did.
The Broncos are gonna win that game. But I think the Chargers. Go, give me Chargers.
Yeah, you did. Pick the Chargers. All
I
right.
like it.
So we got Bengals, Chiefs.
Bengals.
Oh. All in?
That's a tough one, man, because I mean we all love the Chiefs to lose, right? But Cincinnati, we need one more loss out of Cincinnati.
Yeah. I
Damn.
think
Maybe a tie. There you go. Let's
No,
go for.
a tie fucks us actually.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say, Alan.
yeah. Make a decision, Olin.
No, actually,
Yeah.
technically
Yeah.
a tie wouldn't win because if we finished out, no, I guess it would. It'd be a half win, huh? Yeah, they'd
Yeah.
have a half. Win.
Yeah, a tie would be in favor of the Chiefs.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
be a half a win.
So, so I'm gonna just say it. Hey, like she said, go Bengals right now. It has to be. I'm like, we gotta win the
You
division.
should do your dumb Heisman pose.
I'm not sure what that was.
Oh, jeez.
That was his kitty cat.
Matt, who you going with?
Oh, jeez.
God damn God damn it.
You do that so well.
Don't ask him how. Yeah. Oh, damn it. God damn it. That's fucking funny. God damn it. Who you got, Matt? Somebody's got to get this circus back on track.
I got Cincinnati on that one.
Bengals.
You did the rest of the chat. Come on.
Damn it,
You
man.
gotta do the rest of the chat like
God damn it.
Okay,
And I
guys.
think
You want offense?
God damn it. I think KC wins that game, man.
Jason.
I'm done with
Shit.
all right. Well,
Matt. Bring out the tape.
You guys. Hey.
my wife's in the other room. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck are they doing?
Oh, all right.
All right. Last game. Looks like we got the Packers and the Vikings at the Vikings.
Packers. Oh, it wasn't my turn. Sorry.
No,
you're
you
good.
got it, girl.
You're good.
You got Allen?
Do the Packers still have a shot at the playoffs?
They're both 7 and 8. Their division. Let's see who's in their division. It's the Packers.
The Lions already won the
No, they
division.
won't. I don't think so. Unless you get a wild card.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Vikings are actually in the wild card spot right now in the NFC.
Yeah, I think Minnesota gets it done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think I got Minnesota with that one.
Packers.
You know what? Damn movie. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
It's more like, you ever seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I have not.
Oh my God.
Simple Jack.
All right, guys. Well, before this thing gets out of control here. All right, we want to thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys click like, click subscribe, please share. Guys, if there's anything you guys have right now, we have open format. If you guys know anything going on, let us know. If not, hey, are we good?
Hey,
We're
man.
good.
Let's get that win.
Yeah, let's
do
get
it.
this win
Let's go.
this weekend, and let's get ready for the playoffs, baby. So,
Yeah.
hey, again, it's all Raiders all the time. It's all about one team, one nation. Raiders.
Let's go, baby.
There we go. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.